Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, I made a video, last year when I was in New York, and I said, no child goes to school with the weight of the world on their back like a black child does. No child goes to school with the weight of the world on their back like a black child does. And the reason I was saying that is because, like Claude Anderson said, public schools are not broken. They do what they were designed to do. They're designed to marginally educate black children to go work for white people. Real simple. Look at what they produce. They tell you to go to school, get a good education so you can get a good job. They don't teach you to go to school, get a good education so you can be a business owner. They tell you to go out there and work for somebody else. That's what they teach you. And now they don't want to teach critical rate. They don't want to teach, they don't want to teach American history. Black history is American history. Black people have been in this country since its conception. Since America became America, black people in this country. But they don't want to teach us. They want to omit the whole part. They want to omit the whole thing. Like I said in one of my poems, they want to say black people fell from the sky and landed into slavery. We just fell right from the sky and we landed into slavery. I got to see how they're going to skip this shit. How you going to skip over all this shit? That's how they do in the Bible. The Bible, they skip over every goddamn thing. Everything in the Bible, they skip. I guess they're going to make it like a Bible. But what I was really saying is, this, you got to understand, like, when people, when these guys do stuff like this, I got to go around. When they do stuff like this, they have other plans and other agendas, the way things come out differently. They do things so they come out differently. It's not so it comes out, like, just like people say, the housing projects, they say the housing projects were made for the military, but who lives there now? So it starts one way and it ends another way. That's what I'm saying. So this might be something that leads to something else. But for the most part, what's up, everybody? Like I said 2 years ago, no child goes to school with the weight of the world on their back like a black child does. No child goes to school with the weight of the world on their back like a black child does. And another thing is, like, talking about school, that's what I'm talking about. Most school books are written by white people, so they always omit shit. They always take out this is nothing new. They always take things out and just skip right over history. And they make it seem like black people fell from the sky and landed into slavery. And then we jumped up and marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge for the right to sit on the same toilet seat with white people. This is nothing new, man. And most black history books were written by white people. Real simple. So this is only going to make black people go out there and write their own books. That's what you got to do. Like I said, it's not my job to tell you how great your father was. It's not my job to tell you how great your father was. That's your job. That's what you got to do. You got to start with, you taking your children to their school and expecting them to be educated. Like Claude Anderson said, anyway, public schools are not broken. They do what they were designed to do. They're designed to marginally educate black children to go work out for white people. And that's what school tells you. Go to school, get a good job. Go to school, get a good education so you get a good job. That's all they teach you. I bet you they'll put Ukraine history in these books. And like I was saying, another thing I was talking about, like, while old people, black people say people of color, colored people, brown people, those are jaded and ambiguous terms because that could be anybody, because all people have color. And then they say people of color not being treated right. The people that they talk about are people that come to America. They were not born in this country, or they only have like 1 or 2 generations in this country. But they come to this country to fix their problems. The problems that black people face is put on black people in this country. We don't have another country to go to fix our shit. The shit we go through happened to us here. But everybody else, they suffered their problems in their country. And they come to this country to correct their problems. And they get placed in front of black people. They skip over black people because they got a language, they got a culture, they got everything. That's why everybody that comes to this country always do better than black people. Plus, they get incentives and handouts and shit like that. They get some form of welfare. If not, they would stay there and they would stay in their own country. So stop trying to say it make it seem like black people are welfare kings and queens. Everybody comes to America to get some form of welfare. Even the big car companies and shit. They call them bailouts. So that's what welfare is, a bailout. All right, y'all, take it easy. Like I said, no child goes to school with the weight of the world on their back like a black child does. All you hear about is Mr. Charlie. And you hear black people were slaves. Black people need to start writing more books. I ain't got my books in the car. Nope. All right, y'all, take it easy.